Good evening, it's 5 o'clock, and right now we are just 2 hours away from the Indiana Fever tipping off inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse against the Washington Mystics.
Yes, we are counting down, and really this is a team that is desperate to get a win. They are battling some serious roster challenges right now. Our Samantha Johnson is keeping an eye on all of it, and she joins us now live from the Fieldhouse tonight.
And Sam, this is another game without Caitlin Clark.
Another game without Caitlin Clark. Sophie Cunningham is also out. Sydney Colson's dealing with an injury as well. This feels like a rough patch for the Fever. So we told you they decided to bring in a fresh face amid all of these injuries. We told you about this yesterday. Aari McDonald, a 4-year veteran in the W. She's now in Indianapolis with the Indiana Fever, hopefully to help this team break their losing streak tonight.
I was very excited, very blessed, and a humble experience to join a team like the Fever, and I'm just excited and I'm ready to compete and just win.
And this Indiana team needs a win. Like we said, they've dropped the last 3 games. They played Washington just 6 days ago and lost that one. And like we mentioned, they are still without superstar point guard Caitlin Clark for at least 2 more games. So we talked to Kelsey Mitchell at practice, who tells us bringing in McDonald could be just what this team needs.
I think that we've been overthinking a bit in every aspect the last couple of games, and I think hopefully A brings in that sense of confidence for us not to think and make the right play on behalf of everybody else and be confident making a play. And so I think her energy is going to kind of make that different for us now.
So Kelsey called McDonald scrappy and aggressive. Head coach Stephanie White called her a player. And Coach White says her team has tweaked some offensive strategies. They've simplified the defense. She tells us the plan for tonight is to keep it simple and to keep it physical. Tip-off between the Fever and the Mystics is set for 7 o'clock tonight. You can watch that game live on our sister station, MeTV WALV. Again, starting at 7 o'clock if you can't make it down to the Fieldhouse. If you can, I checked ticket prices this afternoon. You can get in the door for as cheap as $7 here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Like we said, though, friendly reminder, Caitlin Clark still dealing with that left quad strain. We were told she'd be out for at least 2 weeks. At this point, that means at least 2 more games. Something we'll keep an eye on. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, that's an adjustment for her, an adjustment for us, too.
Right.
She's never been in this situation before.
Well, and what a deal, though, to get in for $7, because
Absolutely.
we were seeing at some point that to get into a Fever game was more expensive than to get into a Pacers game.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Great price. All right, Sam, thank you. We know some of you who are going to be watching from home may be wondering where to find MeTV, so we've got you covered.
Yeah, so what you can do is scan this QR code that we have there on your screen. When you do that, you'll get a pop-up that will take you to WTHR.com/fever, and there you'll find a story where you can find channel 13.3 over the air, or how you can discover it with an antenna or even with cable.
So the Fever playing to win and hoping to help an Indianapolis nonprofit this season. The team selected the Peace Learning Center as their official nonprofit recipient if they win the 2025 WNBA Commissioner's Cup. That center helps local schools, community groups, and businesses.
All right, let's talk about the men. The Pacers now are revealing all the details about how to get watch party tickets and tickets for games that they're hosting here, 3, 4, and potentially 6 of the NBA Finals.
Let's put that information on the screen right here. The $5 tickets for the watch party at Gainbridge go on sale tomorrow morning at 10, and the watch party tickets for Game 2 go on sale 10 o'clock Friday morning.
Plus, the tickets for the games 3, 4, and 6 that will be here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse go on sale Thursday afternoon. They hit the market at 2 p.m. Now, today, our Rich and I got a chance to catch up with the team ahead of them taking off for Oklahoma City.
And he joins us live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse tonight. Hey, Rich.
So, Dustin and Marie, if you get tickets to one of those watch parties or games 3 or 4, or if you're coming to the Indiana Fever game tonight, you can come by here. This is a photo op with the Larry O'Brien Trophy here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and this will be in place throughout the NBA Finals. This is named after the former NBA commissioner, goes to the winner of the NBA Finals. And Larry O'Brien was also once the U.S. Postmaster General. That's just a little extra trivia for you tonight. Nothing trivial about the matchup and the stakes ahead for the Indiana Pacers taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City, best team in the NBA this year. The Pacers lost both games to the Thunder during the regular season, and the Thunder have just been awesome as well in the playoffs. One of these franchises will win its first NBA championship, and Miles Turner can appreciate how special that would be as the longest tenured Pacer. In his 10th season, the team now finally has a chance to win it all.
I wasn't sure how to feel, honestly, because you thought about, you spend so much time thinking about getting there, but it's like you're here now. So, it's like, you didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about, okay, when I'm here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. It's like, let's just get there. So now that milestones, has been achieved, it's about doing something with the opportunity.
As long as the guys in our locker room and the people in this building believe, then, anything is possible. So we're really excited about the challenge. It's a really good team in front of us, and no quote-unquote expert or analyst is going to pick us, and that's okay. We like it better that way, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
We know what we're up against in terms of what the expectation is as to who's going to be the better team, but that's all part of it.
Back live at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Again, this is an 8-foot replica of the NBA Championships trophy. Games 1 and 2 are in Oklahoma City on Thursday and Sunday before games 3 and 4 come back here to the Fieldhouse. That's next week on Wednesday and Friday. Now, in these first 3 playoff series for the Pacers, they've won games 1 and 2 in every series, including twice as the road team. It would be awesome, maybe very beneficial for the Pacers to win one of these first 2 games on the road in Oklahoma City. In fact, it might be a must for the Pacers to have a chance to win the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
Pressure's on.
Yeah, you got to win 4,
Yep.
so you better get started.
Yep.
All right, Rich, thanks so much. And we just learned today what the Pacers are going to be wearing when they're playing in the NBA Finals. They posted online today. They're going to stay with the gold and wear their statement uniforms.
Making a statement. The mayor of Oklahoma City is, of course, cheering for his team to win. But listen to this. He's also thanking Indianapolis for the Thunder getting to the finals at all. Here's why. Mayor David Holt wrote an editorial published today in the Indy Star saying OKC and Indy were fierce competitors back in the early 90s for new businesses and jobs. They kept losing to Indy, lost a really big opportunity, and then wondered why. So they came here, studied what we were doing. They learned a lot of the reason was Indianapolis, the city's thriving downtown. We had major league sports teams as well. So OKC took a page from Indy's playbook, and over the last 30 years or so, city leaders focused on urban development and embraced major league sports. They acquired an NBA team, and the mayor told me his city is grateful to have learned from ours.
There's just so much going on in OKC. This is unquestionably kind of the city's golden age, and but a lot of those roots trace back to our envy of what Indianapolis had in the early 90s.
But imagine you're still going to cheer for your Thunder.
Oh, yeah, no, we're very, very grateful, but not so grateful that we don't want to blow you out 4-0. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, grateful, but not that grateful. You can watch our entire conversation over on WTHR Plus.